Chapter 23, Canto 9, Chapter 23, the descendants of the sons of Maharaj Yayati. So, we were discussing the last section of this chapter, the dynasty of the fifth son of Maharaj Yayati, Maharaj Yadu. Okay, so in that, shloka number 19 to 38 is this description. So, we discussed till text number 21. Okay. 22 onwards today we are going to discuss. Okay, so yeah, धर्मस्तु है सुतो नेत्रः कुन्ते पिता ततः संगिर अभवत् कुन्तेर महिष्मान भद्रसेनकः. धर्मः तु धर्म, however, Hai Sutaha became the son of Hai. Netra Kuntehe of Kunti Pita, the father, Tataha from him Dharma. Sohanji Avavat became Kuntehe, the son of Kunti. Mahishman Bhadrasena Bhadrasena. The son of Hai was Dharma, and the son of Dharma was Netra, the father of Kunti. From Kunti came a son named Sohanji, from Sohanji came Mahishman, and from Mahishman Bhadrasenaka. Durmado Bhadrasenasya Dhanakaha Kritaviriyasuhu. Durmado Bhadrasenasya Dhanakaha Kritaviriyasuhu. Kritagni Kritavarma cha Kritauja Dhanakatmaja. Durmad Bhadrasenasya of Bhadrasena Dhenu Dhanakaha Dhanaka Kritavirya Suhu, giving birth to Kritavirya. Kritagnihi by the name Kritagni. Kritvarma cha also Kritauja Dhanak Atmaja, the sons of Dhanak. The sons of Bhadrasen were known as Durmad and Dhanuk. Durmad and Dhanak. Dhanak was the father of Kritavirya and also of Kritagni, Kritvarma and Kritauja. Okay, so if the dynasty of Yadu was cursed by Maharaj Yayati, how did Arjuna become the king of the world? He was given powers by Dattatreya. Okay, so that is the... So, because Maharaj Yayati cursed actually, because Yadu did not give the youth to him. Okay. Arjuna Kritaviryasya Saptadvipeshwaro Abhavat Dattatreyaadharer Amsat Prapta Yoga Mahaguna. Arjun Kritaviryasya of Kritavirya Saptadvipa of the seven islands, the whole world. Ishvara Abhavat became the emperor. Dattatreya from Dattatreya, Hare Amsat from he who has the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prapta obtained Yoga Mahaguna, the quality of mystic power. The son of Kritavirya was Arjuna. He, Kartavir Arjuna, this is a different Arjuna. His name was Kartavir Arjuna. He, Kartavir Arjuna, became the emperor of the entire world, consisting of 7 islands, and received mystic power from Dattatreya, the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus he obtained the mystic perfections known as Ashtasiddhi. Okay. So, he was given the power by Dattatreya. Okay. Dattatreya is the incarnation, Amsha of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Nanunam Kritaviryasya Gatim Yasyanti Parthiva Yagyadana Tapo Yogai Shrutavirya Dayadibihi. Not Nunam, indeed, Kartaviryasya of Emperor Kartavirya, Gatim, the activities, Yasyanti, could understand or achieve, Parthivaha, everyone on the earth, Yagya, sacrifices, Dana, charity, Tapha, cities, Yoga, mystic power, Shruta, education, Virya, strength, Daya, mercy, Adivi, by all these qualities. No other king in this world could equal Kartavir Arjuna in sacrifices, charity, austerity, mystic power, education, strength, or mercy. You are so powerful, so famous. पंचाशीति सहस्राणि हि अव्याहत बलः समाः अनष्टवित्त समरणो बुभुजे अक्षय षड्वसु. 26 shloka is this. Panchashiti 85, Sahasrani 1000 he indeed, Abhyahat inexhaustible, Balaha the strength of the womb, Samaha years, Anashta without deterioration with the material opulences, Smaranaha and memory, Bhuje enjoyed, Akshaya without deterioration, Shat Vasu 6 kinds of enjoyable material opulence. For 85,000 years, Kartavira Arjuna continuously enjoyed material opulences with full bodily strength and unimpaired memory. In other words, he enjoyed inexhaustible material opulences with his 6 senses. (27) Tasya putra sahasreshu पंचैवरवरिता मृधे जयध्वजः सूरसेनो वृषभो मधुर ऊर्जितः. तस्य of him Kartavir Arjuna putra sahasreshu among the 1000 sons. Panch 5 eva only urvaritaah remained alive mridhe in a fight with Parashuram. Jayadhwaja Sursen, Vrishabha, Madhu, Urjita and Urjit. Of the 1000 sons of Kartavir Arjuna, only 5 remained alive after the fight with Parashuram. Okay, so you know the story of Parashuram, right? We discussed earlier in the previous chapters where Parashuram killed Kartavir Arjuna and his sons and all. Their names, so 5 were, out of 1000 sons, 5 remained. Their names were Jayadhwaj, Sursena, Brishab, Madhu and Urjita. Okay. Jayadhwajad Talajangha Tasya Putra Shatam Tav Abhut Chatram Yat Talajanghakyam Aurva Tejop Samhritam. Jayadhwajat of Jayadhwaj Talajangha, a son named Talajangha, Tasya of him Talajangha. Putra Shatam 100 sons too, indeed Abhut were born. Kshatram, a dynasty of Kshatriyas, yet which Talajanga Akhyam were known as the Talajangas. Aurva Tejaha, being very powerful, Upashamhiritam, were killed by Maharaj Sagar. Jayadhwaj had a son named Talajanga who had 100 sons. All the Kshatriyas in that dynasty known as Talajanga were annihilated by the great power received by Maharaj Sagar from Aurav Rishi. Okay. So this Jayadhwaja, his son was Talajanga and he had 100 sons, and these all Kshatriyas and they are known as Talajanga. Okay, and they were annihilated by the great power received by Maharaj Sagar from Aurav Rishi. Okay. Tesham jeshto vitihotro vrishni putro madho smritaha tasya putra shatam tu asid vrishni jeshtam yatah kulam. Tesham, of all of them, Jeshta, the eldest son, Vitihotra, a son named Vitihotra, Vrishni putra, the son Madhu of Madhu, Smritaha was well known. Tasya, of him Vrishni putra shatam, 100 sons, two indeed. Asit, there were Vrishni, Jeshtam, the eldest, Yatha, from him, Kulaha, the dynasty. Of the sons of Talajanga, Vitihotra was the eldest. The son of Vitihotra named Madhu had a celebrated son named Vrishni. So because of this Madhu, this dynasty is also called Madhu dynasty, and Krishna name become Madhav. And because of this Vrishni, Krishna is called from Vrishni Vamsha. Okay, Varshneya. Okay, so Madhu had 100 sons, of whom Vrishni was the eldest. The dynasty is known as Yadav. So this is Yadu's dynasty. So Yadav, Madhu is also in that. So Madhav and Vrishni had their origin from Yadu, Madhu and Vrishni. So this word comes Yadav, Madhav and Varshne or Vrishni from these three personalities, Yadu, Madhu and Vrishni. Okay. So these all 100 sons were called as Madhavas. So Madhu was the son of Kartavira Arjuna. Okay. Madhav Vrishnayo Rajan Yadavascheti Sangitaah Yaduputrasya Chakroshtoh Putro Vrijinvamsa Tataha Swahito to Vishadgurvai Tasya Chitra Rathastataha Shashabindur Mahayogi Mahabhago Mahan Abhut चतुर्दश महारत्न चक्रवर्ती अपराजितः Madhava, the dynasty beginning from Madhu, Vrishnayaha, the dynasty beginning from Vrishni, Rajan, O King Maharaj Parikshit, Yadavaha, the dynasty beginning from Yadu, Cha and Iti, the Sangitaha are so called because of those different persons. Yaduputrasya, of the son of Yaducha, also Kroshtoho of Kroshta, Putra, the son, Vrijinvan, his name was Vrijinvan, Tataha, from him Vrijinvan, Swahitaha, Swahit, Ataha, thereafter Vishadguhu, a son named Vishadgu, why indeed, Tasya, of him Chitrataha, Chitra, Tataha, from him Shashabinduhu, Shashabindu Mahayogi, a great mystic, Mahabhaga, most fortunate, Mahan, a great personality, Abhud, he became Chaturdash Maharatna, 14 kinds of great opulences, Chakravarti, he possessed as the emperor, Aparajitaha, not defeated by anyone else. O Maharaj Parikshit, because Yadu, Madhu and Vrishni each inaugurated a dynasty, their dynasties are known as Yadav, Madhav and Vrishni. The son of Yadu named Kroshta had a son named Vrijinvan, the son of Vrijinvan was Swahit, the son of Swahit Vishadgu, the son of Vishadgu Chitrath, and the son of Chitrath Shashabindu. The greatly fortunate Shashabindu, who was a great mystic, possessed 14 opulences and was the owner of 14 great jewels. Thus, he became the emperor of the world. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. In the Markandeya Puran, the 14 kinds of great jewels are described as follows. There are these 14 jewels: an elephant, a horse, a chariot, a wife, arrows, a reservoir of wealth, a garland, valuable costumes, trees, a spear, a noose, jewels, an umbrella, and regulative principles. Okay. To be the emperor, one must possess all 14 of these opulences. Shashabindu possessed them all. Okay. So these are the 14, this thing. Okay. So elephant, horse, chariot, wife, arrows, reservoir of wealth, garland, valuable cloths, trees, spear, noose, jewels, umbrella, and airplane. Okay. So these are the these 14 are explained by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Okay. Tasya patni sahasranam dasanam sam sumahayashah dasalaksh sahasrani putranam tasu ajijanat. Tasya of Shashabindu Patni wife Sahasranam of 1000 Dasanam 10 Sumahayashaha greatly famous Dasha 10 lakhs 1 lakh equals 100,000. Sahasrani 1000 Putranam of sons Tasu in them Ajijanat he begot. The famous Shashabindu had 10,000 wives and by each he begot a lakh of sons. Therefore, the number of his sons were 10,000 lakhs. 10,000 lakhs. 1 lakh equals 100,000. Okay. 33. Tesham tu shat pradhananam prithushravasa atmajaha dharmo namo sanatasya haimedha shatasya yat. Tesham, out of so many sons, tu but shat pradhananam, of whom there were 6 foremost sons. Pruthusravasah of Pruthusrava Atmajata son Dharma Nam by the name Ushna. Tasya his Haimedha Satasya of 100 Ashwamedh sacrifices, yet he was the performer. Among these many sons, 6 were the foremost, such as Pruthusrava and Pruthukirti. The son of Pruthusrava was known as Dharma and his son was known as Ushna. Ushna was the performer of 100 horse sacrifices. Tatsuto ruchkastasya panchasan atmaja shrunu purujit rukma rukmeshu prithujyamagha sangita. Tatsutaha, the son of Ushna, Ruchaka tasya of him, Panch 5 asan, there were Atmaja, sons, Srinu, please hear their names. Purujit, Rukma, Rukmeshu, Prithu, Jyamag, Sangita. These 5 sons were named. The son of Ushna was Ruchak, who had 5 sons, Purujit, Rukma, Rukmeshu, Prithu, and Jyamag. Please hear of these sons from me. Jyamagasto aprjo api anyam bharyam sebya patir bhayat navindach chatru bhavanad bhojyam kanyam ahar sheet rath stham tam nirikshyasyah sebya patim amarshita keyam kuhukmat sthanam ratham aropiteti vai Snusha taveti abhihite samyanti patim abravit. Jyamag, King Jyamag too indeed aprajahapi, although issueless, anyam, another bharyam wife, Shabyapati, because he was the husband of Shabya, Bhayat, out of fear, na Avinda, did not accept Shatru Bhavanat, from the enemy's camp, Bhojyam, a prostitute, used for sense gratification, Kanyam, girl, Ahar, sheep, brought, Rath Stham, who was seated on the chariot, Nam, her Niriksha seeing, said Shabya, the wife of Jyamak, Patim, unto her husband, Amarshita, being very angry, Ka Iyam, who is this? Kuhaka, you cheater, Matasthanam, my place, Ratham, on the chariot, Aropita, has been allowed to sit, Iti, thus, why indeed, Snusha, daughter-in-law, Tava, your Iti, thus, Avihite, being informed, Samyanti, smilingly, Patim, unto her husband, Abravit said, Jyamag had no sons, but because he was fearful of his wife, Shabya, he could not accept another wife. Jyamag once took from the house of some royal enemy a girl who was a prostitute. But upon seeing her, Shabya was very angry and said to her husband, My husband, you cheater, who is this girl sitting upon my seat on the chariot? Jyamag then replied, This girl will be your daughter-in-law. Upon hearing these joking words, Shabya smilingly replied, because there is no son, and he said, This is your daughter-in-law. This girl is your daughter-in-law. So she smiled and she replied, What? Aham bandhya sapatni cha snusha me yujyate katham janishyasi yam ragi tasyayam upayujyate. Aham, I am bandhya, sterile, asapatni, I have no co-wife, cha, also Snusha, daughter-in-law, may, my, yujyate, could be, katham, how, janishyasi, how, you will give birth to, yam, which son, ragi, O my dear queen, tasya, for him, yam, this girl, upayujyate, will be very suitable. Shabya said, I am sterile and have no co-wife, how can this girl be my daughter-in-law? Please tell me. Jyamag replied, My dear queen, I shall see that you indeed have a son and that this girl will be your daughter-in-law. Okay. So she said, I don't have any another co-wife also who could bear a son. So he just said out of fear, you will have a son. Anvamodant tadvishve devaha pitar evacha Shabya garbham avatkale kumaram shushuve shubham Savidarbha iti prokta upayeme sunusham satim. Anvamodant accepted that statement predicting the birth of his son Vishwadevaha, the Vishwadeva demigods, Pitraha, the Pitas or forefathers, Eva, indeed Cha, also Shabya, the wife of Jamak, Garbham, pregnancy, Avad, conceived Kale in due course of time. Kumaram, a son, Shushve, gave birth to Shubham, very auspicious Saha, that son, Vidarbha iti. Thus Prokta was well known. Upayeme later married Sunusham, who was accepted as daughter-in-law, Satim, very chaste girl. Long ago, Jamak had satisfied the demigods and Pitas by worshipping them. Now, by their mercy, Jamak's words came true. Whatever he said, these words came true. Although Shabya was barren, by the grace of the demigods, she became pregnant and in due course of time gave birth to a child named Vidarbha. Before the child's birth, the girl had been accepted as a daughter-in-law, and therefore Vidarbha actually married her when he grew up. So, that is 38. Okay. So Vishnachakri Thakur says that, seeing the risk of life for the king, whose limbs were perspiring and quivering in fear of his wife, the Vishwadevas and Pitras, out of compassion for him, made his words come true, out of mercy. It is understood that he had previously worshipped them with devotion. Though Shabya was infertile, by their mercy she became pregnant. Parashara and others say, among all those who have died and those who will be born, the husband of Shabya, Jamak, king of the earth, is the best. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 9th canto, 23rd chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Dynasties of the Sons of Yayati.